I mean, like, Teo is a elite fighter. He made him look very, very average in there. He won every round. The footwork, the punch selection, absolutely everything. I mean, he's a 4 division.
Had no strategy.
At all.
And guys, humor me for a second here.
at all.
I think it'll be interesting that, like you said, tactics. I want to talk about strategy. And I want to use chess to explain it, okay? There's a difference between strategy and tactics.
Second round, it was over. I went back to my corner. I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence. And
Boxing veterans blasted Teofimo Lopez after his robbery rant, calling it pure denial. Lopez insisted judges and the referee conspired against him, but viewers saw a clear outcome. Shakur Stevenson dictated the pace, won every round, punished exchanges, and exposed flaws. Instead of accountability, Teofimo doubled down on excuses, looking desperate and fragile. Fans and analysts mocked the justifications, agreeing the fight was a thorough outclassing from bell to bell, with no credible argument left to stand.
Fancied he'd win the fight, and I was very convinced. But Teo, like I said, he's a great fighter, and it was just the way that he did it, the ease. You know, he's going into the 12th round and said to Bud, he could do 40 rounds. You know, like that's what you get with dedication and the work ethic that should.
Chad Shannon criticized Teofimo Lopez's fight tactics, saying he spent most of the bout running and trying to escape Shakur Stevenson's offense. Every time Lopez attempted to close the distance, it backfired, leaving him exposed and off balance. Unable to handle the pressure, he repeatedly retreated and blamed missed shots. Fans and experts agreed his robbery claims were a weak cover for being clearly outclassed.
He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this athletic competition, and then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. I mean, he was fighting. Then it turns to where he can't stay away anymore. So now he's got to go.
Ipo made it painfully clear that Teofimo Lopez was completely outclassed. He entered the ring full of confidence, but every move was met by Shakur Stevenson's sharp counters. What Lopez called a strategy looked like fumbling in the dark, barely landing clean punches. Fans and experts watched him get dismantled round after round, and his later excuses only made the loss more embarrassing.
It's brilliant. Understand who he beat. He beat Teofimo Lopez, who, yes, has had his issues. I think we see that against Cambosos and to an extent against Sandor Martin. But Teofimo Lopez was recognized by everyone as the best 140-pounder. Shakur Stevenson, in his first fight in the division, has gone to fight the best, and it's a shutout. It's a shutout. There wasn't a mark on him. Like, Teo barely landed a glove.
Max Kellerman didn't hold back while breaking down Teofimo Lopez's lack of strategy. Every move Lopez attempted was predictable, sloppy, and easily countered by Shakur Stevenson. Like a chess player ignoring the rules, he failed to control the ring center and left himself exposed round after round. His so-called tactics looked like desperate flailing, proving excuses never win fights.
There's a difference between strategy and tactics, okay? Let's start with chess. In chess, in the opening of the game, you must control the center of the board.
Right.
Okay, like if you place a knight in the center, it can hit 8 squares. In the corner, it can hit 2. Where you have to fight for control of the center, because strategically, that's your strategy. Fight for control of the center, control the board. Now, tactics are like punches, okay?
Yes.
Tactics are, I do this, he does this, I do this, he does this, I land a punch.
Shakur fired back with no filter, exposing Teofimo Lopez's excuses as pure smoke and mirrors. Leaked audio clips and conspiracy claims about referees or fixed fights couldn't hide the truth. Teofimo simply wasn't good enough. Round after round, Shakur dominated with ease, leaving fans and experts shaking their heads. Lopez tried to rewrite the narrative, but reality showed he was dismantled, and no amount of complaining can change that.
Beef is over. The beef is over.
we squashed it.
We squashed it.
Okay, man. God damn, so we done. But it was a hell of a night. Teo, he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough.
The Wade concept broke it down with brutal honesty. Teofimo Lopez couldn't find a single way to reach Shakur Stevenson. Every attempt was blocked, smothered, or anticipated. Shakur's jab acted like a wall cutting off the ring, while Lopez's footwork unraveled. Instead of making smart adjustments, he walked straight into traps. It became a masterclass of orthodox versus southpaw, leaving Lopez completely lost. Fans saw the panic, experts saw the gap, and his excuses couldn't hide the embarrassment.
He was having to Shakur Stevens. He could not get past the lead hand. The jab was stifling him. He was having trouble cutting the ring. He was having trouble getting to the outside foot. This was an orthodox southpaw matchup where Teofimo needed to try to push the lead hand away or at least get head off center line if he wanted to. And instead, he was doing the opposite.
Keyshawn Davis couldn't hide his amazement backstage as Teofimo Lopez was picked apart like a rookie. Every round was controlled, every punch anticipated, and every attempt to fight back failed. It wasn't competitive at any point. The fight became a clear showcase of Shakur Stevenson's brilliance and Lopez's lack of adjustments. While Teofimo complained about judges and unfair calls fans, and experts saw a complete outclassing. The reality is he was exposed, and calling a robbery only made him look smaller. Shakur didn't just win, he dominated, and the boxing world has already moved on, leaving Lopez's excuses behind.
Just going crazy, like, oh, he's beating him up. It's easy work. Like, he's beating Teo up. Like, it's not even a close fight, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
Man, he called out Conor Ben. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey, man, how big this event was, bro. Like, I ain't tripping. Listen.
Allah didn't sugarcoat it. Teofimo Lopez's strength couldn't save him. Shakur Stevenson bullied him throughout the fight, outboxing him at every angle and landing clean shots, while Lopez struggled with his footing. The combinations, counters, and ring IQ made Teofimo's efforts look amateurish. This wasn't just a loss, it was a demolition, with every plan collapsing, and critics questioning his ability to compete at the top.
Big, strong guy, and Shakur just bullied him, outboxed him on the back foot, outboxed him on the front foot. Every time Teo came in and kind of tripped himself, going over his front foot, the punches and bunches and just the single shots were just beautiful from Shakur Stevenson.
Timothy Bradley Jr. made it crystal clear. Shakur Stevenson's precision and timing left Teofimo Lopez scrambling all night. Every offensive attempt was immediately countered, exposing him and building frustration. He couldn't outmaneuver or land clean shots. Shakur controlled the pace and rhythm, pushing Lopez into panic mode round after round. Fans and analysts saw the dominance clearly as excuses about judges or referees rang hollow. Any robbery narrative collapses when one fighter so obviously controls the ring.
Shakur hits hard enough. You don't. But if he stayed consistent on Teo's ass, because what we say, Teo, right? We gonna make him answer some questions, right? That's what we gonna do. Shakur gonna make him ask some questions. Like, he gonna have to answer quickly because he can't outthink Shakur, right? Yeah, out of position, bang, got cat. Shoot his jab, bam, got cut again. Right hand, bam. Everything he did, he got countered. Everything he did.
Bull Mac highlighted Shakur Stevenson's mental edge, and it was brutal for Teofimo Lopez. Shakur's boxing IQ stood in a class of its own. Once he locked and there was no escaping his game plan. Lopez's claims of unfair treatment crumbled under the spotlight of Shakur's brilliance. This wasn't just a physical defeat, but a chess match where Teofimo was outmaneuvered at every turn, proving excuses can't hide being outclassed by a fighter on another level.
These future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That shit didn't work, man.
Shields couldn't hide her awe at Shakur Stevenson's mastery, highlighting Teofimo Lopez's failure. Shakur's jab body work and tactical brilliance crushed any illusion of competitiveness. Lopez looked lost, unable to adjust or land meaningful shots. While he ranted about robbery and referee biased, the fight tape told a brutal truth. He was dominated start to finish. Fans saw Shakur's controlled brilliance, making Lopez's complaints sound hollow and desperate.
I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stopping. I can't ask for nothing else.
Daniel Jacobs broke it down clearly. Shakur Stevenson delivered a masterclass, and Teofimo Lopez's excuses couldn't hide the truth. Every jab and combination exposed gaps in skill, strategy, and execution. Lopez's so-called grit counted for nothing against Shakur's superior talent. It wasn't close, it was precision and control on full display. Critics and fans dismissed Lopez's robbery claims he wasn't cheated, he was simply outclassed, and the boxing world saw the stark difference between hype and reality.
Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur. And I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk. Been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And
Eddie Hearn summed it up perfectly. Shakur Stevenson didn't just win, he dominated. His punches landed with authority, his jab was surgical, and his footwork made Teofimo Lopez look like he was chasing shadows. Timing, conditioning, and ring IQ combined in a perfect storm that Lopez couldn't handle. While Teofimo blamed judges and referees, the fight footage told the truth. Shakur controlled every second, every angle, and every exchange. It was more than a physical display, it was a mental demolition. Fans and analysts saw Lopez scrambling, outclassed, and grasping for excuses. Tonight, Shakur proved why he's a complete fighter. While Lopez's robbery claims only exposed his inability to handle a fight, he was clearly outmatched in.
Strong, you know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point, his footwork was incredible. It's his timing, it's his fitness. He's a
Coach Wally's excitement says that all this wasn't just a win for Shakur Stevenson, it was a statement. He solidified his legacy with every jab, counter, and movement, showing total control in the ring. Teofimo Lopez looked lost and frustrated, and his complaints about being robbed or unfair refereeing collapsed under Shakur's clear ring intelligence and precision. This wasn't luck. It was preparation meeting genius. Lopez might talk about power or strategy, but Coach Wally's take makes it clear he was outclassed at every level, outworked, and mentally outmatched, making his excuses sound hollow against Shakur's undeniable dominance.